Hello friends, and welcome back to the shop. Today is Sunday, October 23rd, and it's getting cold here in eastern Pennsylvania. You can see I've got the heavier shirt on because it's a bit chilly in the shop. Also, I'm smoking a cigar today, which means I've got the window open and the ventilating fan on, so I made it a little bit more chilly than it would normally be. But yeah, when I woke up this morning, it was slightly below 40 degrees. It was well, the furnace proves it's cold. Alright, so I've turned off the furnace. Like I said, it is a cold day. I'm allowed to do that today because my wife's actually out of town visiting with her sister. The last time I turned off the furnace, I forgot to turn it back on, and that's a double problem because not only does the heat not work, our water heater is part of our furnace. So if you turn off the furnace, you don't get any hot water. And I completely forgot about it, and I usually get up quite a bit earlier than my wife does on the weekends. And she complained to me that there was something wrong with the hot water, and she had to take a cold shower. And at that point, I realized I was, pretty much inevitably going to be in trouble for a little while. So I had to confess and tell her that I did it, and I was told to never do that again. So it's extremely important that I remember to turn the furnace back on. So try to remind me by the end of the video. Okay, so yeah, I'm smoking a cigar this morning. This is let's see if I can get the band in focus for you. No, I can't. Well, it's Verena Farms there we go. Verena Farms. And actually, if you're looking for these, you won't find them looking like this because they come in a rather unique sort of full cigar wrapper. I have one here still in a wrapper. And this is called Verena Farms Breakfast Blend. I believe it's the only cigar that they make. I've never seen a Verena Farms that wasn't a breakfast blend. It's a really nice, unique cigar. It's a Connecticut wrapper, as you can see, and the filler is Honduran, Dominican, and Nicaraguan. So it's a multinational blend, and it's got it's one of these cigars where it's nice and smooth and mild, but it's also got a lot of character. So there's peppery notes, there's lots of sort of woodsy, cocoa-y type notes. I'm not getting into cigar reviews here, but I'm not a fan of Dominicans or Connecticut wrappers for the most part. I really like the sort of more punchy Nicaraguans and sort of gravitate towards things like Corojo wrappers. But this cigar is one of the few that I really enjoy, especially on weekend mornings with some coffee. It's just a really nice complement to coffee, or coffee is a nice complement to it. So if you get a chance to try these, I highly recommend them. They're Verena Farms, and the only place that I'm aware of that carries them is Cigar International. So if you're near Cigar International, you can actually pick them up there. That's where I get them. But also, I think it's cigars.com. It might also be cigarinternational.com. They are available online. But yeah, I enjoy them. And this morning just felt like a cigar morning for some reason, even though I don't normally smoke cigars in the cold wintry months. But so far so good. So let's see what's going on today. I'm working on Amy Mack's Grabo Starfire. Hopefully you've seen the first video in that series, and that's coming along nicely. I did some work on that yesterday, and as I said, today is Sunday. I'm hoping I can get this video posted on Sunday. I wanted to edit a lot of the video that I had put together for the Starfire, and I use an older laptop that doesn't have an SD card slot, and my camera, which is a Canon Vixia, uses an SD card, obviously. So to get the camera to talk to my old laptop, I have to actually plug the SD card into a little adapter And I tore the house apart yesterday looking for the little adapter, and I cannot find it. And I was pretty much going to go buy a new one because I assumed that it was lost forever. My wife called and said, oh, we're having such a great time, and my sister helped me transfer all of those pictures off of the camera onto the computer. And I said, oh, did you by any chance take a little adapter thing? Yeah, so I tore the house apart looking for something that she had in her hand the whole time. But she's bringing it back today. Well, she's coming back today, and it's coming with her. She's not making a special trip for it. So hopefully I'll be able to get this video edited and rendered and posted by the end of the day today. But if not, you may be having a weekend chat on a Monday. And I'm enjoying some 8 o'clock coffee here with the cigar, and it's just pairing beautifully. So the Starfire is coming along nicely. I think there's only going to be one additional video there, so this Wednesday I think it's going to be finished, although I haven't finished yet, so I can't promise that. We'll see how it looks. And other than that, I mean, that's pretty much all of the shop news right now. And what else is going on? I honestly have been so busy that I really haven't prepared very well for this chat. I just wanted to say hello and you know, make sure that I gave you a bit of an update as to what's going on. But things are well. You know, about 50% of me really wants to talk about politics, and the other 50% of me is saying the last thing in the world I want to do is talk about politics. I'm sure you're all sick of politics at this point. I'm sick of politics at this point. I guess you saw that Obama this past week issued I don't know, an executive order or a clubhouse vote or something, and now we're allowed to bring in a certain number of cigars from Cuba, which we weren't allowed to do previously, unless we were a politician. Anyway. So that's, you know, something good that Obama's done. He's actually allowed us to get access to Cuban cigars more easily. Unfortunately, the FDA immediately deemed him a tobacco product, so we'll probably be seeing less of him. I don't know if you thought that was funny or not. I thought it was hilarious. You know, I've got pretty strong political leanings, and I'm sure that most of you have pretty strong political leanings, and we may lean in opposite directions. And the truth is, I really think that's healthy and good, and it's where we should be. However, I think there's an awful lot of us that are leaning too far, regardless of the direction, and that's definitely coming to light in this particular election cycle. And I guess the one thing that I really want to say about politics, without getting into any of the weeds of who's the better candidate or anything like that, is that, you know, as we've seen over the past year in particular, but over the years, our liberties are under attack. And, you know, I'm talking about tobacco right now, but, you know, in a more broad sense, we're losing a lot these days. And it's in some cases creeping so slowly that we may not even notice it until something like the Deeming Act falls on our heads, and then it's too late to do anything about it. And I know that there's a lot of, you know, really sewer level rhetoric right now on both sides, and that's turning a lot of people off. And I'm hearing an increasing number of people, you know, people that I wouldn't expect to hear say that they're just not going to vote, and that's just not a good thing to do. And I know you all know that. I know we're all much smarter than that, and we're not going to throw away the opportunity to have a say in the future course of the nation. But, you know, at the local level, the local representatives, the representatives to Congress and the Senate, these are all really important right now, and we shouldn't let two bozos that find it more important to argue back and forth about personal issues than to actually talk about the issues that are really affecting us. We shouldn't let them prevent us from choosing the better congressperson or the better senator. So, you know, if this has got you turned off to the point where you don't want to vote, don't vote for president. Just don't cast a vote, or vote for one of these third or fourth or fifth or 10th party candidates. They can use the support just to ensure that they, are able to get the funding to keep trying and to at least try to open up the dialogue a bit more. But don't not vote for your senators and congressmen and women and so on, because it's just too important. So I guess the bottom line is, no matter who you think should be president, please vote. And please keep in mind how our liberties are being attacked these days. And choose carefully when you vote. Always be careful who you vote for. Okay, I think I navigated that well. So Halloween's coming up, and I don't do special Halloween videos or anything like that, but I do have something that I'm going to show you next weekend that's very special and related to Halloween. I'm going to introduce you to my Halloween pipe. I don't have many holiday-specific pipes, but I do have a Halloween pipe that I think you'll enjoy. Still enjoying Haunted Bookshop this month. It's Haunted Bookshop. I mean, I would enjoy it any month, but that's what I'll be smoking in my Halloween pipe, so I'll look forward to that. And next month, November, I've decided that the tobacco of November, with it being Thanksgiving and all that, and keeping in mind that I don't smoke aromatics, so it couldn't be Sleepy Hollow or something like that, I have chosen Three Nuns because I really like Three Nuns, and I've often smoked that around Thanksgiving just because it's a very satisfying, it sort of goes well with the idea of thankfulness and abundance, which, let's be honest, our Thanksgiving is as much about abundance as it is about thankfulness. So yeah, I'm gonna be cracking a tin of Three Nuns when November starts, and it's hard to believe that November is practically with us, but it is. So with that, I think I've covered everything that I really wanted to talk about today. I hope I haven't rambled too much, and I hope I haven't turned any of you off with the political talk. I'm really not advocating one way or the other. I'm just advocating that we all involve ourselves in the process, because it works best when we're all heard. Alright guys, with that I'm going to call this to a close, and I hope you've all had a great weekend. I assume you're not going to see this until at least Sunday evening. And I wish you all the best for the week ahead. Be good to yourselves, be good to your friends and family, and just try to enjoy life. So with that, I'll say thank you all for watching, and I will look forward to talking to you all again very soon. Goodbye now.